Everyone, this is Jim Gillis with the National Student Mock Election, and this video is how to sign up for the National Student Mock Election, both as a teacher as well as a student. So you go to this site, which is 2024 NSME, which stands for National Student Mock Election, and you can see the two sign up buttons are right here. So as a teacher, you'll want to click on the teacher sign up, and that will bring you to a form. You fill that out, first and last name, and you pick an email that you want. This can be your school email or your personal email or whatever. We don't keep any of that stuff, but you do need to remember it, and you do need to have access to that email, because that will be the same email that you use to log in and out, and it'll be the same email that you'll use to get your class results. So I'm just going to use a test email here, and I'm going to pick a password, and I'm going to repeat that just to make sure there's no typos. And I'm going to pick a zip code, and the zip code will typically be your school's zip code. If your school doesn't have a zip code for whatever reason, you can pick a local zip code, because that will simply place you in a city as well as a congressional district and other voting districts. So I live in Seattle, Washington. I'm going to go 98115, and that will put me in congressional district number 7 as well as the Seattle School District. Here, for the name of the school, we're just going to use test 7. The student count, this doesn't need to be an exact number. We're really just trying to make sure that that the code doesn't get signed up on, let's say, 10,000 times or something, and there's a bot out there that's using that. So pick a number. It doesn't have to be close. It just has to be in the neighborhood. So if you have 100 students at in your class or at your school, and you were to put in there 50, it wouldn't matter. We wouldn't penalize you at all. So a good estimate is plenty. I'm going to go with 1,000 students. If I were to sign up, let's say I give it to my school or something, there's roughly 1,000 kids, so that's what I'm going to put there. And then where you heard about it, I'm just going to put other and click next, and that will take me to my ballot. So teachers will get ballots that are fully functional, that you can look at candidates and vote and do all that type of stuff. Now you'll have to make sure you go back and check your email address. So I'm going to go back here. I'm going to go to my email and see here that I got an email here. Thanks for being part of the 2024 National Student Mock Election. I'm going to click on that, and again, it's thanks email, and here is the code that I need. So I'm going to just cut and paste that code, go back to the site as a student. So when you get that code, you can write it up on the school board, you can email it to the students, you can just verbally tell them the code, you can get it to them however they want, and they can access the mock election in class, on their phone, on a tablet, from home. It doesn't matter. All they need is that code. So as a student, I would get the code, I would click on student sign up, and then this just auto-populated because of Google doing that. But I'm going to put my code in there, and then I'm going to pick a password. And as long as the password matches, I will click on this and I will get my ballot and my username. So students will get a username, and they should remember their username and remember their password. This will allow them to log in and out, to look at candidate profiles in class, maybe go home, look at them, come back the next day, log in, log out, do all of those types of things. And we don't keep any student data, no email addresses or IP addresses or anything like that. So it's very important that this is their only identifying ID, is the student name and password. So student is going to proceed to the ballot, and now that student can go through and they can click on the candidate, and they can go down and watch candidate videos. And I don't know if you could hear that audio, because I have voice canceling while doing this video, but it's full video and audio. They can make it as big as they want, and they can watch the videos, and they can do a variety, of other things. They can go down, see issue statements from this candidate, etc. And when they're done going through all the different candidates, they can decide to vote on one of these candidates. So the way they vote is they just click on that. We've disabled sharing, to social media, but that is their vote, and that's it. And then they'll move to the next race. And maybe they already know who they're going to vote for. Oops, sorry, that's the same race. I didn't even recognize them. So then they'll go down to, let's say, U.S. Senate, and they want to vote for this candidate. They can do that. Oh, and by the way, that pop-up will probably be disabled by the time the site goes live on the 14th. And then they can go all the way down ballot. So there's certain cities like Seattle, I think we did it in San Francisco, possibly New York, Miami, where we went further down the ballot because we have partners there and some libraries that put on shows and put on mock elections that we wanted to go all the way down ballot. The school can vote for as many races as they want, or as few races as they want. But we always hope that they vote for president and probably Congress, and then that they go down and that they answer the national questions. So we have questions here. For example, one question is, should the U.S. elect president by popular vote? The students can click on that. They can read about what it means, and they can also watch a video of what that means. Yeah, and again, I don't know if you got the audio on that, but it's a great video explaining all the different, positives and negatives of the Electoral College and popular vote and what that means and all that. And when they've heard all the different sides and they've done their research, or you guys have class curriculum or discussions, then they can decide yes or no on it. So let's say if I'm a student, I decide the popular vote sounds good to me, I'm going to vote yes on that. And when I go back to my ballot, you'll see that my position is yes on that. So teachers, again, make sure you keep your email. You'll go back to the National Student Mock Election where it says find or enter results. You'll click on that. You'll type your email address in here, and you will click get results, and then we'll display your class results. So we look forward to you guys enjoying the mock election and having fun and doing all these great things. Also, we have a curriculum section right here where they can, your students can go through and they can look at these, different curriculum packages. They'll take you right to the PBS Learning Media where they have videos and then, a variety of other tools for teachers to use. And again, it's all free. So thanks so much. If you have any questions at all, you can always, when you're here at the ballot, you can always check up here, which is how the site works and frequently asked questions. And you can click on that. We're updating that this weekend, by the way. But it'll give you all of the, sort of video how-tos where you may run into some problems or questions. And this video will be up here on Teacher Sign Up. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.